it's on the way there to Denver.
Only cities that start with the letter M, right?
No, he wants cities with beer.
Guys, we're going to focus on him. It's a serious subject, so we're going to focus on him.
Okay, so welcome.
He's saying don't say a thing.
ניב, תיזהר.
ניב, הוא ידבר עליך עכשיו.
אתה יודע את זה.
אתה לא רוצה.
כן. אני אמרתי מה ניב יגיד, הוא אמר, לא אכפת לי, לא אכפת לי. אוקיי.
So, my name is Imri, or Henry when I'm in America. Originally I'm from Mishmar HaNegev. I'm 42 years old. In my army period, I was in the Nachal, and then I met this guy. I love football, like what you call soccer in America. It's a very good game. And I used to invite him to come and play with us in Mishmar HaNegev. He came twice and he said, you must to come to play in Reiv. I said, no, it's like your synagogue. I'm only in my football field. But one time there was no game, so he told me come to Reiv. I came, and that was the best soccer match I ever had been to. Good atmosphere, good people, like playing very good. 2 months later, me and my wife, we moved to live here. So I will be closer to this football area. And I started to work with the children in the area, in the Kibbutz. You send your children to informal education. And I was working there with Kita Aleph, Bet, Gimel, like the first grades. And we really love the kibbutz. There's great atmosphere here, great culture. Like you celebrate the holidays together. There is great nature around here. Like you have the Vadi of Pagrar, Vadi Absor. Each season has its own color, and it's just beautiful every time. And its own fruits. And very nice people also. We also were part of the rapid response team, the Kitat Konenut. The job of the Kitat Konenut is once you know that there are terrorists that came from Gaza to Israel, you need to guard the fence. There are fences around the kibbutzim. And that was all our job. We were supposed to have 16 people, but our kibbutz is small and we had only 10 armed people. But not like other kibbutzim, we had better equipment because we had some donations from the States. Like we had a good helmet, very good helmet that doesn't jump when you're running, and a good vest. They measured us to put a very good vest so you can take the things. Also, we had a gun sight, Mephrolite gun sight. There is a red dot on it, so you're shooting much better. We had another handle on the gun, and we had walkie-talkies. And it really helped, because sometimes the internet failed. And it was very, very hard to deal with WhatsApp only, because all the WhatsApp groups around are coming back to life, and you want to press on one WhatsApp group, but you already have another 3 before you point your finger, because everybody, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, how are you, but we had walkie-talkies and it really helped. Something else, our Ravshat, his name is Ariel, is very guy that does things, handyman. And the army said that our safes are not good enough, and we needed to have better safes, much thicker safes to put our gun at home, and not like other kibbutzim around. Some of them needed to run to the armory, and the terrorists were waiting just in the entrance to the armory and killed them when they were unarmed in some places. Besides that, we are not first line. Like, we are 4.5 kilometers from the Gaza border, so we had more time to prepare and to understand what's going on. Like the bomb started at 6:29, was very, very strong, much stronger than ever before. Like everything was shaking, the houses, the ground, the ceiling, the walls. Like, whoa, 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 that's scary, what's going on? Because you hear all the shooting to Tel Aviv. So we were in the shelter, me, my wife, and the 3 children. And when there were red alert to Reim, so we closed the door. When there were no red alert, so we opened the door. 5 minutes before 7, we heard shooting from light weapon. And then I said to my wife, okay, it seems like I need to take my gun. So I started to prepare myself. Like I had time to drink 2 glasses of water, 2 pills of acamol, banana. And then Ariel, our Rav Shatz, at 6:56, he said,
כיתת כהנות להיות מוכנים ליציאה, כיתת כהנות להיות מוכנים ליציאה, יש ירי בנירים ובאזור שלנו נשמע ירי קרוב.
the rapid response team, be prepared to go out. There was shooting in Nirim, very closer to Gaza, and in our area, close shooting. This is Ruben. Okay, how long do I have to tell you? Like from the 5 minutes, I have another 30 seconds. So,
no, keep going. תמשיך.
you need to.
תיקח הזמן שאתה.
Okay, so.
זה זמן לגמור אני יודע.
Okay, so probably we will finish it around 8:15, and the rest I will tell in Milwaukee. Okay, so we gathered around, like we find from the WhatsApp group, you find out that there are 6 armed person that can go out. We went to the west side of the kibbutz, and then we saw that basically, I will let you hear something else before that. It's someone at 7:21. Someone said that. Friends, there's a squad of terrorists between Reim and Tal Or farm. Be prepared and awake, but what it means that these terrorists are already past Reim. Like it means they are eastern to us. Okay, they came from Gaza border, and when we came out from our home, I knew that it's not there is one invasion. I understood that there are many. Already they sent the movie from Sderot, and so I knew that they are in Sderot, that they are all over, and we're going out and we're looking towards the road. This is 232 and 234. When I come to Milwaukee, I will bring a map with me. Okay, so people will understand. We understood that we are actually under Palestinian territory. We were under siege, and we saw a lot of pickup trucks going on 234, the road 234, to the direction of Urim and Ofakim and who knows where, a lot of them. We saw that there is no army at all. The IDF was not there. We understood that they're just coming from Gaza, a lot of them. That was a few minutes before 8. In that time, Ariel, the Rav Shatz, he took his pickup truck to take the 6th and last person. And by luck, just at that time, they heard a bomb from the southern side of the kibbutz. The kibbutz have 2 gates, the northern and southern. So instead of going there by pickup, they decided to walk, Ariel and Omri. And then they saw like 20 terrorists going on the football field. I told you about this soccer field, my soccer field. Yeah, and Omri, they hid there, and Omri was shooting from 70 meters the first bullets of Kibbutz Reim, and he hit their commander in the head and killed him on that spot. All the others started to shoot a lot on Ariel and Omri. There was horse stables there. There are no horses, but their sheet is still there, and Ariel and Omri was jumping into the sheet and shooting back. And that was, in that time, me and Tuvia, we were in the other side of the kibbutz, and we saw mortars going down on Re'im base. This is where our reinforcement is supposed to come. So basically we understood that not only that we are alone, it means that we're going to stay alone. Like there will be no reinforcement to come. And then Tuvia told me, come, they saw them in the soccer field. Ariel and Omri needed to go to the northern part of the kibbutz because the other couple declared that there is like 50 terrorists that coming from the main entrance with a lot of pickup trucks. They came and they conquered the used neighborhood of the kibbutz. I have some videos of that, but I don't have time. So Tuvia and I, we went to the southern side of the kibbutz. This is where all the education is of where I used to work when I just came. And we were lucky that the fact that first we came to the last line of houses before them. And besides that, we could manage the terrorists. There was like about 10 buildings that we knew that all these 10 buildings are empty because it's the education, it's the secretary of the kibbutz, the gym. So we could, as long that the terrorists are around these buildings and we are just guarding exactly the houses where people are living, so it's something, we cannot kill all the terrorists, we can just delay them. And for 1 hour, I would say, we were around, we were shooting them from few spots. After, okay, I will let you hear one message. Tuvia said at 8:15.
יש פה איזה חוליה באזור הפרדס הקטן ואוהל, אני ואמרי פה מולם כרגע, קצת פגענו, אבל יש עוד הרבה.
There is a squad of terrorists in the area of the small orchard and the tent that's inside the kibbutz. We were hitting some, but there are many more. A friend of us, his name is Oran, he was outside the kibbutz. When he heard this voice message, he came back from Eshkol Park. He wanted to enter the kibbutz from the back gate, and then he saw a pickup truck. He suspected that these are terrorists. He kept going another 2 meters on his truck, and then he saw another pickup truck. So he went down to a sandy road next to it. And then the terrorist started to shoot at him a lot, and he came back. He did a big reverse, and then he said that I tried to get inside from the back gate, but they were shooting at me, the 2 pickup trucks. So he phoned Tuvia. Tuvia told him, when I come to Milwaukee, I will let you hear the conversation between them. He told him, I'm outside. Tuvia told him, stay outside. Don't come. Well, so he stayed outside, and then 10 minutes before 9 came police officers. They were on their way to the Nova party, to the Nova festival. It means on this road right here. But they didn't know that there are many terrorists on their way that did the ambush to them. But Oran stopped them from getting inside this ambush. And then instead of getting into this ambush, the police officers started to shoot at the gate. And Oran said this voice message.
אני פה, יש פה 4 שוטרים בכניסה לרעים, בכניסה האחורית, יורים על השער. חוליה של שוטרים. There are 4 officers, police officers shooting the gate. Okay, so we were wandering inside. All the 20 became less and less because we were shooting each time. Like you see like 8 terrorists going all together, and you're hiding in the bushes, and you know that they're entering an empty house. They all going out, and then the last one is the one that we were shooting at him, and then we were running to a different spot. Like we confused them and we made them believe that we are more than 2.
What did this guy have to do with that?
He was the commander. I did nothing. I was just after him and telling stories. Yeah, speaking. That was.
Who are we talking about?
This curly guy.
You mean me?
No, Tuvia. That is. He's there, very shy. See, when you
Very
talk about
shy,
him,
I
he's
know.
going away.
How
Yeah.
come we know him by name and not Tuvia?
Call him Tuvia. Well, I will bring his picture with me when I come to Milwaukee. Okay. Okay, basically you said that we have only 5 minutes and I'm speaking for 15.
לא, 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 תדבר.
Huh?
תספר. תמשיך.
Where are you from?
ירושלים.
No, but
It's
originally.
not good enough, like American city to go. Okay, I will tell you. It's a very long story, and we are now only on. And but basically, he stopped. Like, okay, later we saw that there is another squad of terrorists that came from the west, and they started to burn houses, trees, warehouses, cars. Everything was on flames. That was in the west side. We couldn't really see it, and then suddenly we see a lot of smoke and flames. We went to that direction, to the western side. When I come to Milwaukee, I bring map, okay? So it will be easier to explain and some pictures. And then we heard Oran say that I'm with the police squad in the back entrance, but the terrorists, they move a little west from there. And now there is a police vehicle that's going on the road.
You know, the thing that's amazing about these messages is it's like they're in a cock and like, oh, we're just in a traffic jam.
I didn't let you hear them speak between them. That was amazing. Like to hear, I was very, shit, we're going to be done. All my thought was when to call my wife to say goodbye.
Right.
But it was just, it's another day in the orchard. Okay, let's bring that, and let's deal with it.
ממש חשוב להיות רגוע.
It was so cool. Like your.
Nimnums, man.
בוא, אמרת לי שאתה יודע לספר את זה ב5 דקות, בוא. הגעתי כבר ל9:20, בדיוק הולכים מהרב.
אבל יש אסדו.
אנחנו לא נותנים לו ללכת, זה בסדר.
9:20?
הולכים מהמערבה, שמעתי את ההודעות מאורן עכשיו, כן, מה קורה? but in English.
Yeah, okay. They shot, we shot. Somebody came, somebody didn't.
We win.
No, we didn't want.
We will win.
We didn't want.
יותר קרוב תתקרב.
How long do you want to hear the story? Let's put it this way.
אנחנו יושבים. אין שום אסדו שמחכה לנו.
משהו דקה חשובה.
חשובה?
הכל חשוב.
In that point, he had a radio connection in that point, and then he heard in the radio that there are many terrorists in one of the gates, and he wanted to go exactly to there, like to come to the terrorists from their back, but because he heard it in the walkie-talkie, so we came between the buildings.
Basically, we have a lot of luck.
A lot.
A lot of luck, a lot of decisions that eventually went to the good side, not to the bad side.
מזל ואמץ.
לא, באותה מידה, איך אומרים, in the same way, it could have been different.
And then the Palestinian bring volunteers.
בגדול,
big
בגדול, בגדול, בגדול.
אם זה יותר טוב בעברית, תדבר בעברית.
לא, אני יכול באנגלית. Generally, around 10, before 10 we've been 6 to 8 people. After 10 o'clock, Oran, the guy who worked at Park Eshkol, was able to enter to the Kibbutz, and he bring with him four police officers, and then all our, how do you say it, our
תגיד בעברית, נו.
Our force.
תגיד בעברית.
HR, you know, human resource, was much more able to split.
Yeah, we can split now.
Yeah, we were 12, at the morning we were 6, so you know, we can do some other stuff. Imri took the police officers went to the burning houses to take the families out from the window. Then he went with them to the office of the agriculture, and he went around to fight the terrorists in the youth neighborhood. He did a lot of things. He just don't like to talk about it.
He said he was following you. That's all he did.
בסדר.
In the first 2 hours.
Let him say it. Okay, let him say it. Luckily, I had him with me. And I wouldn't take anybody else. Okay, באמת.
I wouldn't follow anyone else.
For 20 years I know him. I know all his shit. He knows all mine, you know. And, this is the best way to do a beautiful Saturday morning.
Well,
רגע, בקיצור, ב-12 o'clock the first soldiers entered. It only 5. They said we are 5, others on the way. In the next 2 hours, a lot of units, different units, not something organized, came inside Reim, came and went out, and it was a big mess. I have to mention one person. His name is Amir Roth. He's a miluimnik, and he came to manage the fight. I don't know if he shot one bullet. Okay, but he managed all these different units, and a lot of people came and went, and everything went through him, and he managed it. It was amazing. I was his pair for several hours, and he did an amazing job. At the end of the day, during the evening, a lot of units came, much more organized, but still the terrorists held a part of the youngsters' neighborhood, and they brought a tank to destroy the house that the terrorists were in. But we had one 20-something-year-old guy from the kibbutz inside. So the Rabshats told the tank, you can destroy till this part, where we knew he was around 3 o'clock. After 3 o'clock, we didn't have any connection with him. מה עוד? They destroyed it, but only during the night. Only in the morning they how do you say it? They make sure that nobody of the terrorists was still alive. During the night, 2 terrorists ran away from this part of the kibbutz and entered to my house, where I was just came for a little rest, after I didn't saw with the family all day. Luckily, I was able to call on the radio to the guys from the security team. They brought people from Sayeret Tzanchanim with them, reserve, and they killed two terrorists inside my house. The house is pretty much destroyed right now. And 3 days after, one terrorist with a knife jumped out of the bushes on 2 soldiers. They killed him on the spot. And that was the last shooting inside the kibbutz.
They killed the Mechabel.
Yes, 3 days after the 7th. מה עוד, אמרי? Okay, statistics, yalla, let's talk statistics. 7 civilians killed inside the kibbutz, from the kibbutz. 2 Thai workers stayed there. 1 guy was kidnapped, 18-year-old boy, and 4 Thai workers were kidnapped. A lot of people from the Nova came inside the kibbutz. If you know Guy Simchi, his dad, Daddy Simchi. Guy who grew up here in the kibbutz was killed after he fought the terrorists.
The 18-year-old boy who Khazar?
No, he was in the army. He was in a vacation from the army. He was in the Nova party, and he came back with about 45 people from the party inside the kibbutz. During all this day, a lot of people came from the fields and all around inside the kibbutz. מה עוד? About 7 soldiers and 5 police officers killed in the kibbutz.
And around.
How many terrorists?
No, around more, much more.
Oh.
Around much more. Inside the kibbutz. They say there was about 100 terrorists inside the kibbutz.
took 5 hours for soldiers to arrive.
más o menos.
Yeah.
Go.